Hello and welcome to your Foundations Glute 1 class. This is just going to basically be probably like 10 to 15 minutes to absolutely smash your glutes. Some really classical Pilates exercises you can stack this with, or I might instruct you to stack this with, let's say an ab exercise or an upper body exercise. We are going to start on your back. I should also mention that when you've done this class, let's say like maybe 3 or 4 times and you're starting to feel like you're really not feeling it as much, that's when you're going to add like an ankle weight, or you might add like a booty band. I wouldn't suggest the cotton ones. I wouldn't suggest a cotton one like this because it's just going to be way too intense. I would definitely suggest those more like plasticky silicone ones. So we're going to get going. We're going to start on your back. If you hear any screaming children or anything to that effect, apologies. My son should be asleep while I'm doing this, but he's not. Such is life. So we're going to start with our feet grounded down on the floor, feet hip distance apart. You might want to pull them in a little bit closer to your bum than we would do for ab work, and that's going to create more stability and also enable you to really switch on those glutes rather than the hamstrings. So pull those feet in nice and close, palms relaxed by your side. We're going to start with the tuck of the tailbone. So we inhale, we tuck our tailbone, and then exhale, we're going to lift one vertebrae off the floor at a time. So we don't want to be just lifting those hips. We want to be focusing on lifting our hips like they are peeling off the floor. Once you've reached the top of that glute bridge, we're going to tuck the tailbone. We're going to let the back of the rib cage drop first, and then we're going to slowly let that spine come back down to the floor. So the tailbone is the last thing to connect with the floor. Let's go again a little bit quicker as we get through these reps. We're going to tuck that tailbone on our inhale. Exhale, start to lift up one vertebrae at a time. Come to this nice straight position here. So no flaring through the rib cage here. And then tuck that tailbone. Come back to the floor. And again, we're going to do this a few times. We're not burning out the glutes here. We're actually not going to be here for very long. This is going to be more of like a side-lying glutes class. But I really like a pelvic curl just to switch on the butt. So knowing that, I want you to make sure as you get to the top of that movement, specifically give those glutes a nice squeeze. And then rolling down. One more. And then straight away from here, super easy. Let's just roll onto our side. Now I could make it easy on you, and I could have you lying down on the floor like this. But of course, we never want to make it too easy. So we're going to come up to this elbow. Seeing as we're just doing a short class here, we want to maximize the workout as much as possible. So adding in a little bit of upper body here, making sure we're lifting away from the floor here, lift away from that shoulder so we're not causing pain through here. Lift up, hand to hip here, heels in line with your hips. We're going to open that knee and close that knee. Open that knee and close. You're just going to keep making little micro adjustments as you feel like maybe you're sinking. That's when you're going to connect with your body and lift up. Keep that breath going, even if it's not in line with the movement. That is so fine, so long as you are breathing. That's the most important thing. We're going to go for 2. Hold it up on 1. Hold it up here. We're going to extend that leg out. See how my leg is just above my hip line, but my heel is lined up with my hips here. Bring it back to that clam and shut that clam. Open, extend, return, and lower. Again, the breath pattern here is just a little too complicated. So just think about doing the movement and the breath just naturally fitting in to whatever you're doing. This is where you should really start to feel the glutes kick in. I just did this in a class, so oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. I'm doing it all over again. One more, and then you're going to hold that leg up for me. Try to stay in this position. Try not to drop. If you need to, take a rest though. Lift away. Do not let that waist sink. We're going to do 6 little circles in each direction. For 6, 5, squeeze that thigh. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Other direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to pull the knee into the chest here. We're going to straighten it out in front of us. Keep those hips stacked and then glide it back. And again, we're going to go for 6 reps. So we're trying to keep as still through this upper body here as possible. 2 more. All right, bring that leg down. Here is our final exercise on this side. Now is where we are going to come onto the side here. I want you to pick up those heels, and then we're going to open up into that clam like we were just in, except we're all the way on the floor. And then we're going to extend both legs out, squeeze those thighs, bring it back in. And then as you bring them back in, almost pull in a little bit more and extend out. Keep those legs lifted, squeeze those thighs. So you're going to feel this in the side of the waist here. Bring it in. Give me 4 more. Squeeze those legs together. A little bit of inner thigh work, a little bit of side waist here. 2 more. And last one. Bring it in. Close that clam. All right, before we go on to the other side, let's take a little glute stretch. We're going to straighten out through the bottom leg. Top leg bends forward, not too long here. You want to be efficient. We don't want to lose all the blood flow to those glutes. 1 big breath. All right. Let's swing it around to the other side. And we're going to get straight into it. We want to make this nice and quick. We're going to bring those heels in line with our hips again. Shoulder stacked above our elbow, and we're lifting the waist away from the floor. Open up that knee. 4, 6. A little engagement through that core as well. So if you've done a core class before this one, it's really nice because you'll really feel that core kicking in. All right, hold up on this next one. You got it, guys. Extend that leg out and bring it in. Keep lifting whatever rest you need to take to get these reps done. And I want you to imagine that I've got a little string tied around your big toe. And then as you extend that leg out, it's like I'm trying to pull that leg away from you. So creating more length through the body. Last one, hold. Going for those circles. I know this is where it starts to burn. Keep going, just keep going. 6 circles in each direction, tiny. 5, 4, 3, lift away. 2, 1, switch direction. 6, 5, persist, keep going, guys. 3, 2, 1. Knee comes into chest. Extend out in front of you, and then we glide back. Trying to breathe through this one. Don't worry about the pattern of the breathing. Just focus on keeping that breath going in the first place. 3 to go. 2. Last one. Whew. Lower. We're straightening out here. We've got those clam to double leg lift. So we're going to lift the heels this time. Open those knees up into that clam 2. This is called clam 2. So if you ever hear me say it again, extend those legs out. Ooh, there's a fly bothering me. All right, 5 more. Squeeze those thighs together. Good. 3 more. Keep squeezing those muscles right until the very last second. You've got it. 2 and 1. And bring it in. Close that clam off. And then we're going to roll, or we'll do our little glute stretch here first. And then we'll do a nice proper glute stretch. Well done, glute. All right, let's roll onto our back. We're going to do a quick little piriformis stretch here. So we're going to take right leg over left knee. If this position feels like nothing and you're not getting a single stretch out of this, you're going to take those legs into the chest, and that's where you're going to feel that stretch through the glutes. I like to sway from side to side. I feel like it's just a nice stretch for my glutes. I've got quite flexible glutes, but if you need to just sit still, then feel free to sit still. Breathe. Try and relax through the neck. All right, we're going to pop those feet down. Switching sides, so left foot goes over right knee now. And then pull. Ooh, that's a good one. Pull those knees in if you want to. A little rocks from side to side. Let's go for 2 more breaths here. All right, foot down. And then replace both feet down onto the floor. We're going to roll ourselves up in whatever fashion you would like. Does not have to be elegant. That's the end of your Foundations glute class today. Well done for taking this class. I'm so proud of you. Have a beautiful day.